So her question is, what is scriptural view on the following? That let's say your daughter or son is getting married, and as part of that wedding, there are certain rituals that need to be performed. But let's say if you are a widow, can you perform those rituals, as there are certain rituals that require the presence of a couple? What to do under such circumstances? Now, the whole thing to do with rituals is dealt with what we call karma kand. So the whole science or the traditions are based on karma kanda, and the rituals have changed over a period of time. There were some things that were quite possible early on, which are just not possible now. I remember many years ago, the person from whom I learned astrology, Pandit Suresh Sharma was his name. So he had a certain malady for which we decided. There was a very old book I had on mantras which recommended a certain procedure. Now that procedure required to get water from 27 different wells. Water from 27 different rivulets, tiny streams or rivulets, flowing. There were no wells in that time. There were no wells anywhere close by. So what to do? Should we say that you cannot perform the ritual anymore, or should we do with what's best there in that day and age? So instead, because he was my astrological teacher as well as my guru in astrology, so for him, I knocked on 27 different doors and I said, look, I need water from your tap. Now, people did get a little suspicious. Even though I was a kid, they all used to call me Panditji. So they said, he's coming asking for water. Kahin hamara karm to kuch kam nahi ho jayega. Hopefully it won't impact our income or our prosperity. So some said, sure, take water. Some others said, but why do you need water? What are you going to do with it? Are you doing something hanky-panky, some tona, totka, some tantra thing, and so on? So I think where there were places where I didn't feel good, I said, yeah, I don't need your water, thank you very much. And I moved to the other one. But there was others who were generous and lent me that water. So 27 rivulets and 27 wells, which means 54. So I knocked on maybe 60 plus homes, and I got that water from him. Now, first time around, it was not so much of a challenge. But the next time around, we had to do it 7 times. And you cannot take it from the same well again. So I went to different homes, and different homes, and different homes. And so here was a result of that whole remedy that we did, which spanned, I think, 7 months, because you had to do it once a month. It's not that he got cured, per se, but he did find the medication which was imported from Germany at that time, only for that small period of time, which relieved him of his pain vastly, greatly. So there is, ultimately, what matters is, if you are the mother, or the father for that matter, but in this case the mother, you hold the first rights to everything, put it this way. The only time you would choose not to do a ritual is if you choose to do so. And if your daughter, she wants it, that you do that ritual, then you can do that ritual, whether that's Kanyadanam or any of the other rituals that are part of that karma kand. Because there has to be a moment in time when we redefine and rewrite the rules to acknowledge the contribution of those around us, most notably women, and we progress as society only then. So my recommendation to you would be absolutely fearlessly, without any reservations, you do those rituals that you wish to do. Better to have a parent who only means you well doing that ritual than just getting a couple for the sake of it. It's like this: when people sometimes engage pandits to do japa on their behalf. A pandit doing 100,000 japa, it's much better you did yourself 10,000 than paying somebody saying, look, I would like the benefit of so-and-so mantra, but I'm too busy. But I got money, so here's 10,000, do japa for me, will ya? Can you imagine just see the ridiculousness of it all? How pathetic it sounds that you want the divinity, but you're saying, I don't have the time. So I'll hire you to bring God down for me, because God is in desperate need of money, apparently. And when it's your job, you don't want to do it, right? The best way to kill joy out of anything is to make it a job. And when a pandit is doing that, most of the time, not all the time, but more like 99.9% of the time, they are not really interested. Do you think they are really immersed in that japa, saying they've got mobile phone in one hand and they're just going, beech mein ring, hello, hi chal raha hai, and beech mein wo jap chal raha hai. That's what you're paying for. So make sure that you do something that you connect deeply with, that resonates with you, because that is really going to bring the results and not other things. So that is my answer to that.